it's b.simone. Welcome back to my channel. We're doing a story time. We just made up a whole scenario in our heads.
Because we was talking about how they don't really look alike.
Do y'all think we look alike?
Like,
I have a full face of makeup on right now, and she has makeup on too.
But my hair's not done. I feel like when we both have straight hair, we look just alike. Girl.
We have to have the same parents. You know why?
I thought you were about to say we have to do it in the DNA test.
You
I was like, yeah, right.
We have to have the same parents because before your veneers, both of us had chiclet teeth.
No, mine were worse. Mine were like half the size.
Oh,
him and me.
You remember coneheads? Focus. We're about to do a story time.
Conehead from the little gap.
Oh my god. Their teeth were so fucking weird. Conehead was so. Why would you watch that as a kid?
Ooh.
That's scary.
I don't know who came up with the concept. Let's make a movie.
About. Hear me
I
out.
found an egg, and I said,
If this was a person.
this would really creep the kids out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Now listen. They're aliens.
Okay. And we're gonna call them, not egghead. I know you're thinking that. We're gonna call them. No. Sorry. Stop. Coneheads.
Oh!
Picture.
Picture it. Make them white.
Like an egg. But their teeth. Think shark. Think conehead, but shark tail.
Oh my god, I'm putting my lash off.
Oh my god. Think. Think egg, but tighter. Yeah.
When I say egg, I don't mean over easy.
I mean boiled.
I just spit. Oh my god.
Oh, damn it.
Think. Honestly, coneheads was such a
So
It
bad.
was scary though.
I was literally in the theater. He's a genius. They're like, what's next? Chucky?
Well, I'm sitting here in this chair like this because I cannot sit down on my butt. And we're about to tell you guys how we got to this point.
Y'all, this YouTube is about my sister, Jordan Genevieve Greenfields, who decided she wanted to get a BBL. During this process, we're gonna tell you the up. Well, there was no ups. We're gonna tell you the downs.
The down.
The downhill.
The meat and potato.
Get to the root.
There was no up.
Literally.
Except for throw up.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. The beginning starts. Why don't you tell them how you got to the point of actually going through with it and why did you want a BBL?
So initially, I got my body done once before 2 years ago in 2018. I got lipo, no BBL. And I was in a relationship and I gained weight after the surgery. So point being is that I just wanted to get surgery. I wanted to lose a little bit of weight, but also I had a very natural square shaped body.
Why would you say natural square?
It's a natural box.
Yeah, mine too. We don't have
Well,
kids.
she doesn't.
Oh, we're sisters. Duh.
Well, I have like, well, I don't want to say that, but I have like a SpongeBob body. So my body goes straight down. You have a
Same.
little. Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure.
But I have like, if you turn me to the side, my ass is like that. Her ass is still like
Yeah,
a bubble.
I have a little cup.
We're
gonna be
Be honest. We're gonna call a spade a spade.
Oh, spade a spade.
So anyways,
Okay.
that's why I wanted a Coke bottle shape, but I ended up, bro, you guys,
It's her, I swear.
She wanted more hips.
in an ass.
Right. And what did the doctor say when you went in?
The doctor was like, because my body was so square, he literally said he would do his best, and at the end he was like, oh, well, you got more cuff than I thought.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning. We get to Miami. We're not promoting them because the doctor was great, very popular. A lot of Instagram people go to him. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you, they did not start respecting my sister until they found out who I was. And that was like so devastating because even with COVID, I couldn't go back there with her. They barely wanted us in the waiting room. It was so stressful, and they did not start treating her like a human being until they found out I had 5 million followers on Instagram and oh, the manager follows you, B.SIMONE. Okay, cool. Now y'all wanna hee hee ha ha and be, oh, Jordania. But literally, the results great. The doctor is great, but the bedside assistance and like the customer service and the comfort you need before you're about to go under anesthesia and even after, freaking horrible. So horrible. Like, I went off on them basically. So the first day we got there,
we had my post-op.
We had post-op.
So basically the first day, I had my post-op, but I didn't talk to the doctor.
She did not meet her doctor until the day,
like 10 minutes before I went under
her surgery,
which is insane.
That's so,
it's so scary. I had my post-op. Nobody could go back there with me, so I think literally my post-op was just them taking pictures of my body, and that was it. So they took pictures of my body, they measured me for my faja, and then that was it for my post-op. And then we went back the next day for surgery, and they could not go back there with me. And literally they sat me in a room for 2 hours. I was in a room for 2 hours. My phone was on 5%. They would not give me a charger.
And you know good and damn well, somebody in that building had an iPhone charger.
For sure.
Ain't none of them girls at work without their phones all day.
Exactly.
So I'm literally sitting in a room for 2 hours, so I don't want my phone to die, so I'm literally just falling asleep. So I don't have no music, not a TV, nothing.
No comfort.
No comfort. I can't call my sister. I can't like talk to anybody on the phone. So eventually I have a virtual consultation with the doctor before surgery, and then my phone dies. So he ends up just coming in the room for 10 minutes.
And I was blowing up her phone because I said, do not have that consultation with that doctor. If this doctor is about to put you under, do a major surgery on your body, I need to talk to him and be like, I want you to know who I am. If anything goes wrong, if y'all do not listen to my sister, I'm gonna blast y'all on the internet. Like, don't play with my sister. Before we got to this point, one lady would say something, oh, it's this much. The next lady would say, oh, it's this much. The doctor would say, oh, this is half off. Oh, this is, damn, do y'all have any structure? Every time I come in, y'all want an extra $500. Every time I come in, it's an extra $200 for this. Oh, she needs this, she needs that. It was no organization and no structure. So up until this point, I'm irritated and I'm like, how am I trusting you to put my sister to sleep at this point? Like, y'all don't have any, do y'all even know what's going on, you know?
Yeah,
so whatever.
Crazy. So my phone dies, he comes in there, and basically he's like, okay, well, at this point, just tell me how you want to look. And I was like, oh, well, my phone died, and I really want to show you my wish pics. So, you guys, I could not charge my phone. They would not let me charge my phone. He was like, well, just explain to me how you want to look. And I'm like, what the hell? Well, I want a natural, like, nice, curvy, heart-shaped butt. I want it big, but I don't want it too big. You guys, so at the end of the day, I wish I had a little more hips, but I really like my body. Anyways, regardless, the point is I couldn't show him my wish pics, so he kind of did my body the way he wanted to do it, but it came out really good, but that's still so crazy.
So crazy. That's insane to me.
It is.
And so he was in the room with me for maybe 5 minutes after he was like, okay, well,
you ready?
Literally, you ready? So after he left out the room, I was probably in there for 5 seconds. They put something like these little socks on my feet, and then the lady was like, okay, the anesthesia doctor came and got me, walked me back to the scary ass hallway.
What was scary about it?
It was just like kind of darker than the whole office.
Like eerie. Like,
yeah, it was just weird. Like,
and mind you, she has been by herself for hours, not been able to call me, not text me. Like, you're undergoing a major surgery. I don't care if you're getting your wisdom teeth pulled. Like, if you're going to sleep, that's crazy to me. People don't wake up from anesthesia, y'all.
It just scared me because I got surgery twice, and each time they put me to sleep, somebody I knew was holding my hand until I got really sleepy. So this time I was by myself for hours. I couldn't call anybody. So when the doctor took me back there to lay me on the table, he basically was kind of trying to calm me down. He could tell I was really nervous. But he was like, oh, well, where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. And
just chit-chatting.
Chit-chat.
Until you fell asleep.
Until I fell asleep. But all I remember is him sticking the needle in me, which hurt so bad for the anesthesia. And then I just got on the table and I remember I was asleep. But when I woke up,
this is where the first day of hell, if hell was a place.
I don't even like talking about it.
I know, it's okay.
It's so crazy.
If hell was a place, I felt like we were there for 24 hours. I'm not even crying. I'm not gonna get emotional, but it was really sad to me.
It was very sad.
It was so scary.
But they told us her body would be done within 5 hours. So within that 5 hours, they called us. We were right next to the surgery place. It was like the hotel, the surgery place. Walking distance, literally like 1 minute walk. So we got there and we were waiting. We were like, she's coming down, she's coming down. We just outside and we just talking about how we think she's gonna be.
Chris was like, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna come down fine.
Cause she was nervous. I was like, she's gonna be fine.
I was like, no, like something don't feel right.
Really?
Are you?
She was telling us. She was like, I don't think so.
I was like, I don't think so.
I was like, she's gonna be fine. Me and our other friend Taja, she's not here, but our other friend Taja, she was there. And she was like, she might be groggy, like,
My heart is pounding because I've never felt this type of like empathy and feelings ever in my life. Ever in my life. When my sister was in so much pain the first night, well, it was probably the second night, the whole left side of my body hurt so bad. Hurt so bad. I felt like I was physically like going through this with my sister.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Oh
We were
God,
downstairs
like
in the lobby and they were bringing her down. So they're like, she's ready, you can come get her. Literally, Chris was like, she's gonna be fine. I was like, something's not right. She's not gonna be fine. She's not gonna be fine when she comes down here.
Oh yeah, she knew.
2 seconds after I said that, I heard a girl screaming.
On the elevator, upstairs.
Screeching.
It was like
I can't breathe.
And then she looked at me, she's like, that's her. I was like, no,
I said,
it's
that's
not.
my sister.
I was like, no, it's not.
He's like, no, it's not. I said, listen, be quiet.
We heard it
my
again.
sister.
I was like, no. She came down in a wheelchair screaming, just
Blood.
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 I can't breathe. I was like, oh my God. Mind you, before this, I was getting my body done too. I had no idea what to expect of her. I thought she was just gonna be a little groggy, a little out of it. I'm like, what? I'm like, what have we done? The doctors look at us like, all I remember them saying is, you do what you have to do, don't do what she wants you to do. Bye. I was like, what?
They were like, she needs to walk, she needs to eat. Here's the paper, have a good night. They handed me my anesthesia, in pain, swollen, bloody sister in a wheelchair, screaming bloody murder at the top of her lungs, out of her mind, woozy, and a sheet of paper, and basically was like, good luck, we're off work.
Barely speak English.
Let's tell them how I woke up.
We were up there when she woke up.
So you tell us how you woke up. I'm shaking.
I'm shaking too.
Literally,
I don't know why I'm shaking.
Because
It's
it's
just-
like bringing back bad.
It's trauma. It's so
It was
traumatic.
a really bad experience, and
It's so traumatic.
that
It is so-
experience made me say I will never get surgery on my body. Now, I got a breast reduction in 2015, and that was almost painless. So I think I would do that again, but I don't think I could ever get my body done again. Like, something wasn't right about it, and long story short, so when I woke up, this is how they woke me up.
This is right before she came down the elevator. So we weren't up there when they woke her up. My friend, when she got her BBL, her doctor prayed with her before. The nurses rubbed her head. They played soothing music. The doctor was dancing, praying, and when they woke her up, they were rubbing her head, rubbing her body. That is an energy. That is a feeling. That is love. Whether you truly, deeply love that person or not, you're showing them sympathy and love. The doctors at this office were like, basically, you know what you signed up for, bitch, get up.
They treated her like she was a ham sandwich. You know how people at Subway treat sandwiches like, this is my job, just making you a sandwich? That's how they treated her. Like, no care in the world. And they passed her to us like, imagine watching a basketball game and how they passed the basketball, that's how they passed her to us. Like catch. Horrible. Not
Good luck,
care
we're
in the
off.
world.
She's the last one for today, bye.
And they told her, then they told you were the last one.
They told me while I was in the waiting room, right before I walked back for my surgery, they said, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to go home. You're the last girl of the day to get surgery.
I can't wait to go home. I'm so hungry and ready to
I'm
get
so
off.
hungry, I'm so sleepy. And I was just like,
Why would you say that?
what? I was
I'm
like,
about to
oh
cry.
my God.
I cannot believe you went through this by yourself.
Horrible.
So, and I couldn't call my sister and tell my sister because my phone was dead. My phone died.
And
so,
mind you, you want to be confident, you want to be beautiful, you want this body, right? You want to feel more sexy like a woman. You already paid all your money. You're already in this room. What are you gonna do? Say I'm not doing it? At this point, we're here. The only option you have is to follow through. You can't get your deposit back. All the money's paid, thousands of dollars. Like, at this point, okay, put me to sleep. I'll be fine.
So when I woke up, she just, tapped me on my shoulder and was like, hey, get up, get up. And so I think she said it a second time because I don't think I woke up the first time or I didn't move or something. So the second time she woke me up and she was pushing my shoulder. She's like, get up, get up. So the second time when she said that, I just started screaming so loud. It was so much pain, but something was like, it just didn't feel right and I couldn't talk. So she's like, well, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What are you yelling for? She was like, I had never heard anybody yell like this. Why are you yelling? And I could not speak. So she's trying to tell me to lean up, I was laying down. She's trying to tell me to lean up. She's like, get up, I need to get you in this wheelchair. So I'm like, what is going on right now? I can't see, my body is like, I cannot move. I don't know how I got in that wheelchair, but somehow I got in the wheelchair and I don't remember anything after that. I don't remember anything after that until I got to the hotel. I don't remember one thing.
It was hell. It was terrifying.
Mind you, we were supposed to record all of this, but it was too much to record. Like, we really couldn't. It was like another.
I hate that they treated you like that.
It was so
and
bad.
It's driving me insane.
It was so bad. They treated her so bad. We were supposed to record from the moment you came down. It was so bad.
And y'all, I don't care. So many girls in doctor's office, people, that's normal, that's this. I don't care if you say that's normal. It's not right. I don't give a fuck how normal it is. A lot of stuff is normal. That doesn't make it right. Like, I hated that they treated her like that. I hated it. When the nurse brought her down, I was asking so many questions. At this point, I'm on Google. Like, we didn't know what to do.
We didn't. Luckily, one of them stayed back and ran over some stuff really quick. Because the other two nurses, they were in their car and all.
They were gone. They left it. Mind you, it's thunderstorming.
Oh, it was like a scene out of a movie. It was pouring, raining outside. I ran back to the hotel to get her water because she was screaming for water. It was like rain, like heavy rain, just pouring everywhere. Bad storm, thunder, lightning. Taj is trying to get her in the car, get her out of the wheelchair. We're trying to hear from the rain.
There was just so much going on at once. But I literally felt like I was dying. I felt like I was gonna die that day. Like, not even being dramatic, I felt like I could die. But yeah, I don't know what happened after that, so you guys have to tell the story because I probably blacked out or something, so.
I remember
me and you ran in the rain.
We ran in the rain back to the hotel and we waited and we were just we were silent. We didn't know what we was like, what do we do? What are we finna do? You came, we got you out the car. I gave you your water. You were just taking the slowest walk, taking her time, screaming every step.
Yelling, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And I'm such a mental person. Your thoughts control your actions, which control your life, manifestation, energy, your thoughts. Your mind is so powerful. So I'm just telling her, stop saying that. Stop saying I can't breathe. Stop saying, I'm trying to get her to be more positive. But mind you, she's drunk on anesthesia and she's in so much pain. She just got injections, a BBL. So if y'all don't know what a BBL is, you take the fat out of somewhere and she got hips and a butt. And she was just sitting on her butt. And mind you, most people when they wake up, they take a Percocet and knock back out because the first day is hell. We didn't even have no medicine. They gave me her prescription when I picked her up. They should have gave it to me when I dropped her off. So when I picked her up, I had the pills in my hand, but they did not do that. So I'm trying to hurry up and get her a prescription refill after we pick her up. None of the surrounding Walgreens, CVS, within a 10-mile radius had any medicine. She's literally waking up from a major surgery with no pain medicine.
Every step she took, she screamed.
Every step she screamed. And there was blood everywhere.
However, God bless this woman's soul. We met an angel who came around the corner. We don't know this woman from a can of paint. Her name is Cora. She helped us through that first night and the second night. Y'all did?
She FaceTimed us.
Oh my God, you told me.
Yeah, let's call her real quick.
She is awesome. I believe in angels and stuff and God sending people. This woman, we were literally at the elevator and I'm fanning.
About to take my sister upstairs.
I'm fanning. She's trying to make sure she don't faint. Taji's walking. This woman came around the corner. She said she must have just got a BBL. We was like, yeah. She said, oh girl, I know about those. She knew everything.
She was going to the same, well, no, not the same doctor, but a place across the street. She had gotten a BBL before.
Mm-hmm. This actually was her third?
Her third.
Her third, yeah. She had two.
Because she had kids and everything. Upstairs with us. Gave her medicine. Y'all, and I don't think y'all understand. Like, we're talking and we're kind of skipping through the details. Imagine somebody you love, blood all over them, drugged up from anesthesia, screaming at the top of their lungs, and there's really nothing you can do to help them.
Man, you just got to go through it. It's like, what do we do?
The doctor's office is closed. They gave us a 24-hour number that they said we could call anytime.
Didn't work.
We called them numerous times, never answered the phone. So mind you, okay. We get upstairs. Cora walks us up.
Cora knew everything. We had so many questions still, even though the doctor around the corner told us what to do, we still had questions like, is this normal? Is she supposed to be screaming like this? Is she gonna faint? Jordan would say like she's hot, then she's cold, then she feels dizzy, then she feels nauseous. We was like, what? We was just going with how she felt. Cora came. Before Cora came, we were just in panic mode. We had her in panic mode. Cora came, calmed her down, rubbed her head, put on this soothing, meditating music. She at least went to sleep for what was like 20, 30 minutes? Probably?
Maybe 20. Really? For the first, that's it. For the first 48 hours, my sister only slept in 20-minute increments. Maybe the longest she slept was for 40 minutes, maybe. It was never over an hour. No matter how much medicine she had, how much Percocet she had, how much Tylenol she had, she was not sleeping.
She would either wake up out of pain or have to pee or uncomfort or hot or cold. She would just wake up.
And we woke up, it was me, thankfully, I was just gonna go by myself. Chris, it wouldn't have worked. Chris and Taji ended up coming like, hey, she's getting her surgery, come down, enjoy Miami. Little did we know, God was letting them be there because we needed every single one of us. We took turns waking up in the middle of the night. I was so delirious by the second day, I was like crying. I cried so many times behind her back so she didn't see me, but it was like a movie. I was like, I cannot believe we're going through this. Getting up, putting ice on her butt, turning her over, giving her medication, her saying the medicine's not working, she wants to take more medicine, but it's not time. So do I give her more medicine because she's in excruciating pain, or do I wait? Do what the bottle says to do, because it says wait 6 hours. It's only been 3 hours and the medicine's wearing off.
So I had a drain in my stomach.
A drain.
So that was a mess.
We had to empty that every hour. I had to wake her up and they said she had to walk. The more she walked, the better it was.
There were also women in the same hotel who got BBLs too, and a couple of them walked the same day, so we're assuming she needs to walk the first day as well. That first day, she was not walking.
The first night, every time she sat up, she fainted.
Every night.
The third time she fainted and blacked out, I called 911.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm sitting here Googling stuff. I'm I'm calling the doctor's office, they're not answering. I'm not about to risk, I'm not a nurse. We're just guessing. Oh, this is normal. I don't give a if it's normal or not. Somebody professional needs to come here and help us.
And they're talking about like fainted, collapsed to the floor, fainted.
And didn't even know.
On the floor.
She would faint, we would catch her, and she would like, stop! We were like, stop what? We were like, you just fainted.
Up, and then slightly touching my body felt like bricks hitting my body. Like it hurt so bad. So I literally wake up and they're trying to pick me up, and it was insane. It was insane.
All of this is happening and the anesthesia is still in her. So she's not realizing all this stuff is happening. She's just like
It takes up to 24 hours to get the anesthesia fully out of your body. So mind you, this is the first night. We picked her up at 8 p.m. It's probably like 3 a.m. by now.
And we're just trying to figure out what to do. By now you called the ambulance.
I called the ambulance. They ended up coming. They rushed over there as quick as they could. It probably took 15, 20 minutes. Less than a half hour. She's laying down. They're trying to wake her up, get her conscious. They took her blood pressure. I remember her laying on her stomach. They took her blood pressure. They said her blood pressure's normal. They were basically like, this is normal. Like, sorry, she signed up for this. This is normal. I'm calling all of my friends that had BBLs, all my friends that had lipo. I don't care if you had your wisdom teeth pulled. If you have been under anesthesia or got any type of surgery, I was texting so many of my friends and they helped me so much. But one of my friends that said the BBL, she got a BBL, she was basically like, the first night is hell. Everything you're telling me is so normal. Like the first night is like hell. And that's where I felt like we was. I felt like our room was like literally hell. It was so sad. I cried so much.
So sad.
But when the emergency people got there, they took her blood pressure, said it was normal. I gave her another medicine, and basically she just stayed there and was up every 30 minutes. We made it through the first night.
Luckily, we had our friend Taji with us. She has friends that went through surgery, so she knew vastly a lot more than I did.
And Taji was the most calm.
I've never been around no one in my family. I've never been around the hospital. I've never been around anybody that they fainted. Everything that she went through was my first time seeing it. So I'm like, I'm just frozen at everything. I'm like, is this like really happening?
Chris was
so.
She'd be like, I'm hot. I'd be like, Chris, the fan.
I'd be like, oh, like so frozen. I'm like, oh my God.
Or she'd be about to fall. I'm like, Chris, get behind her. She's about to faint.
I literally have never witnessed anything. I've seen it in movies, of course, but like in real life, never seen it like ever in front of my eyes until Jordan. So I was like,
Taji was the calmest. I was the most emotional. Chris was the most confused.
Confused, lost, frazzled, everything under the sun.
That was the
first night. First night was not that bad. That second night.
The second night was the worst.
All
night.
night.
My God.
Because we thought the second night she was gonna get better, and actually,
it was probably worse.
It was, but remember,
no, it wasn't worse. It was just.
Remember earlier that day she was walking. She was okay earlier that day. It just seemed the later it got, more stuff. I don't understand.
I think it was the food. They were saying it's the food.
The first night they told us she had to eat, and I think what she did just spaghetti, right?
Spaghetti, crackers.
Yeah.
I was trying to give her starchy food, like noodles. And
she
crackers.
did. She ate really good the first night, and I think we ended up sleeping. Then what's her? We slept like a couple hours.
Like that.
Yeah. Well, y'all gave me so much.
We really did. We
But
like how.
That's what the doctor said.
Yeah.
She needs to eat. She needs to walk. She needs to eat. She needs to walk. That's all they told me.
It was like if we weren't putting food in her mouth, we were giving her liquids.
If we were giving her liquids, we were making her walk. If we weren't making her walk, we were making her eat. It was those three things.
Or it was medicine. So it was like, something's finna happen. You're not gonna just lay here. We was like, you gotta either drink, eat, walk, or medicine. So
yeah.
Either way.
So I was like fine throughout the day, like the whole day, but then at night, something happened and something didn't go well with like
her body,
corresponding to my body, or
the
something.
anesthesia was still wearing off. It hadn't even been 24 hours yet.
So it's like 8 or 9 o'clock comes. I really don't remember, but I wake up. I'm like, Taji, I don't feel good. I feel nauseous, and I know myself. Even if I feel nauseous, sometimes I usually never throw up. But if my mouth gets really watery, I throw up. So I'm like, Taji, I'm about to throw up. My mouth is getting watery, like I'm starting to drool and spit. Taji gets the bucket, and I'm just like throwing up. She's like, okay, you good? You done? I was like, yeah.
Lay back down.
Lay back down. 20 minutes later, Taji, I don't feel good. I'm hot. I'm nauseous. I'm really nauseous. She was like, okay. Start throwing up. And every time I throw up, it's the food. And then it's clear, and then it's the medicine, and then it's water. So lay back down, get back up again, and this time I just start leaning over the bed, throwing up. So every 20 minutes, I'm just throwing up.
And this lasted for like an hour, because you threw up like 3 times.
3
Horrible.
times.
By then, I'm like, okay, she's not keeping pain medicine down, so she's gonna feel everything.
Oh yeah, I remember the last time she threw up, when she threw up the medicine, screaming. Because there's nothing in you to keep it off.
You just got a full body surgery and you don't have an ounce of pain medicine in your body.
You're done. It's everything. All that pain gonna hit.
So, screaming on the bed. I called 911 again. Y'all not about to play with my sister. I'm not guessing anymore. We're gonna have to play the guessing game. I'm on Google. I'm texting friends. I'm asking Taji. I don't have time to play with somebody's life. So I'm not guessing. I'm calling 911, and y'all are about to take her to the emergency room. If she can't keep medicine down, y'all need to put an IV or something in her arm. So basically, they got there once again pretty quick, 20, 30 minutes. Jordan, you good? You know, wake up, tell us your name, tell us this. She's just not really coherent. She's just moaning.
No, she was screaming when they came.
I was screaming kind of like the first day.
They were like, Jordan, listen. She was like, She was like, I just want pain medicine. We was like, we can't give you that. You're throwing that up. She was like, I just want a pain pill. We was like, we can't give you that.
So mind you, her body is on the bed, in pain, screaming.
And she was like tilted off. You were like falling off. Taji was right there.
Yeah.
Only reason she didn't fall off the bed is because Taji's right there.
Taji was holding her.
Yeah, with her body. But if she would have fell off that bed, oh my God, the pain. I could just imagine.
So I'm like, y'all need to take her to the emergency room. Well, no. Take her to the emergency room.
Exactly.
They see this every day, so they don't care. Oh, she's fine.
It's Miami. Girls get their body done every day. Every day.
Take her to the emergency room. They had to get her onto the stretcher.
Hell
hell. I was like, I can't even watch this. I had to walk out the room. They got her onto the stretcher, pushed her out. Chris stayed so he could get rest. We were, mind you, it's going on midnight, it's getting late. We're drained, y'all. As tired as she was, we were just as tired, if not more tired, because when she sleep, she's still moaning and groaning. We didn't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I know I didn't sleep at all.
Like, we would listen for her moans. So you're not sleeping if you're trying to be alert.
And trying to take care of
Exactly.
somebody. I didn't sleep at all for the first 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So we're drained, we're tired. Anytime she goes, I'm like, what's up? Like, I'm hopping up out of concern. Are you okay? Did she fall? Does she need medicine? Does she need water?
Mm-hmm.
So they get her onto the stretcher. They're pushing her. Every little bump, she's screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Every little ooh and ah, she's screaming. I could not get in the ambulance with her because of COVID. Me and Taji had to call a Uber, get in the Uber, follow the ambulance there. My sister's in the ambulance. I don't know what y'all are doing to her. I don't know what y'all are putting in her body. She is black, she is young, she is by herself. Let's just look at the world we live in right now, okay? That is very scary. We're following this ambulance. Are y'all giving her an IV? Are y'all giving her medicine? Are y'all drugging her up? What are you putting in her body? Did you ask her if she's allergic to anything? Because I don't know how you're asking her because she's not coherent. How are y'all communicating with her, right?
And it's so weird, like in the ambulance, they were kind of just asking me, I remember somebody asking me about my sister. So they weren't worried about my well-being. They were kind of asking me like, oh, is that your sister B.SIMONE or something? I kind of remember.
Really?
I kinda don't, yeah. Yeah.
Oh!
And then they gave me something. I don't know if it was a pill. And I just kind of, I was so out of it and in so much pain. Every bump they hit, like my body is just like, couldn't handle it. But I remember they gave me something in that ambulance or whatever they gave me, some type of medicine. I just start throwing up green stuff. Green stuff. So the ambulance ride was horrible. Got to the hospital.
She gets to the emergency room, and because of COVID, they wouldn't even let me in the lobby. They wouldn't even let me in the emergency room.
Y'all were outside?
Outside.
Okay.
The lady at the door said, write down your number, write down your sister's name, we'll call you when she's ready. Are you out of your damn mind? What are you about to put in her body? I need to talk to the doctor. You need to put the doctor on the phone with me. What are y'all doing to her? How long is she gonna be here? No. She is a young black girl in a foreign city, not a foreign city, but a city we don't live in. We don't know anybody. No, we're in Miami. We don't live here. Dropping her off to a hospital, and I already know how hospitals are.
Especially in Miami. If you a girl crying for a BBL, they're like,
yeah,
another one of those.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
They treat you like you're just another one. So I was in the front crying my eyes out. And they're like, no, you can go home. It's gonna be at least 5-6 hours. We're keeping her overnight. We got her on medication. What did you give her? I can't discuss that over the phone. Okay, I'll head back to the hotel. I get back to the hotel. I set my alarm for every hour on the hour. Every hour I got up. Every hour I got up, called them. She's not ready. Okay, can I talk to her? No, we can't. Let you talk to her. Okay, cool. Call them back. She's not ready. I finally fell asleep maybe for like an hour or whatever. They called me. They were trying to tell me she's ready. She's ready at 11 o'clock. Her appointment was like at 1:30 to get her massages at the doctor's office to where she got the surgery. So I'm like, if I could just drag it, don't go pick her up till like 12:31, I could take her straight to her appointment. Instead of bringing her to the hotel, getting her in another Uber, taking her to the appointment. I just wanted to get her to the appointment so she could get her massage and feel better.
Well, basically, like, long story short, yeah, they treated me like literally when I got there, they pushed me against the wall on a stretcher, and I sat there the whole time overnight. So when I had to use the restroom, they pulled up a chair, they put a little bucket on the chair, and every time I had to get out the stretcher by myself, lean over the chair, squat in front of everybody in that hospital. They gave me medicine overnight probably like twice, morphine. So it was just a horrible experience. They ignored me. I asked for water so many times. They probably gave me water within so many hours, probably gave me water twice. So, and a little cup like this. So, I mean, it was pretty bad.
I knew it. It's so crazy. This experience made me wonder, like, if we were twins, how I would have felt. Because the way I felt, like the way twins be feeling, like, you know how they have that intuition, like, oh, something's wrong with my sister, or when their sister, like, they physically feel everything. everything I felt in my heart. Like, from the moment she came down from the elevator, when she was at the hospital, I was like, I know, in my mind, they're treating her like I do it. And mind you, these moments, I'm not communicating with my sister. I literally felt it. The second day, I did not eat nothing. I did not eat for almost a whole 24 hours. You were like, you need to eat. I bought all that pasta. It was just sitting in the fridge. I could not eat. I didn't have an appetite. I was just so concerned about her well-being.
And mind you guys, in the hospital, really quick, at one time, the medicine they gave me wore off. So at this point, I'm screaming to the top of my lungs, and I'm pushed up against the wall on a stretcher by myself in a little corner, but I'm right by the door where the doctors and nurses come in and leave and come in. Every doctor and nurse is coming in just looking at me screaming and keep walking. Looking at me screaming, keep walking. I'm screaming for about maybe 20 minutes to the top of my lungs. I'm in so much pain. My nurse doesn't come over. I'm asking, can you please get my nurse? Can you please get my nurse? They just look at me and walk off. And literally the guy, the patient in front of me, he's like, hey, somebody please help this girl behind me. Talking about me, because nobody would come over and help me. It was just ridiculous. It was crazy. Crazy. But I've seen them treat other people in there just as bad as me.
The night after that got better. Every day got better and better, but it was very slow.
Very slow. Very slow.
But every day it got better and better. Like, Cora came and checked up on her a couple times, and then we met these beautiful women in the hotel with us that also had BBLs. A couple of them just gave us advice on like telling her to walk. I think the women next door gave us like these drinks that they said that she should take to help with like energy and pain and calcium and stuff.
And mind you, all these girls we're seeing that got surgery, all these girls are not like my sister. They're oh, I got my surgery 3 hours ago, girl, walking down the hall.
Walking down.
Or hey, oh, they even gave my sister some medicine. Like, oh, she can have my medicine. I don't need it. I'm not gonna need those. Cora was like, oh, I don't need my medicine.
The way Cora, remember the angel we said before, she gave it to us. You would have never thought that woman had surgery. She showed us, but the way she walked out, she was like,
I just got out of my surgery. Hey y'all.
Hopped on the gate and everything.
Medicine for your sister. Almost jumped the gate.
Exactly. Like, she was like, you did not tell me it was B.SIMONE. I did not know. So excited. You would have never knew she had surgery. I was like,
hours after her surgery, I was like, all these other girls, nobody had the experience like my sister. I'm not saying they weren't in pain. I'm not saying they weren't hurting. They were definitely in pain, moving slow. Something was different about my sisters.
I don't understand. Because
understand
the girls literally right. We seen her at Wendy's.
Yeah.
She's like, I walked to Wendy's, I walked to the store. She's like, you just gotta tell her to walk. I'm like, but y'all are not acting the same as her.
And,
so
and
what
you're
is
not understanding she can't walk.
Exactly. They're like, she just needs to walk. I'm like, we understand she needs to, but she can't.
Yeah, it was a lot.
But every day after that got a little bit better, but it was still tough after that. I just suggest all of you, if you want to get surgery, do your research. Make sure you go with somebody who's really going to take care of you.
Who cares about you.
I say bring more than one person. I would just say in case.
Yeah, on the safe side.
Originally they were just gonna go with each other.
Yeah.
Luckily me and Taj was here.
But even me, like Chris is like, she just walked, she had water. No, you need to drink more water. Of course Chris and Taji cared. Of course. But they were being more lenient. She's fine.
We were like the good
After like the 4th day, they were the good cops.
Yeah, for sure. We was like, she walked for 2 minutes.
No, she needs to walk for 15 more minutes. I was pushing her because I knew that's the only way she would get better. They're saying she needs to drink 2 gallons a day. Well, she had half a gallon. You need another gallon and a half. Like, I'm pushing her. I don't care, Jordan. It hurts. I don't care. You need to walk. They said the more you walk, the better you feel. You need more liquid. I was feeding her juice and water every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes. She was peeing every 20 minutes because I was putting so much liquid in her body. You have to have somebody there with you that gives a damn about your well-being.
At the hospital, they said there was no blood in her. Didn't they say that?
They tried to draw her blood the second night in the emergency room, and they said they couldn't draw her blood because her body had lost so much blood.
My arms hurt so bad because how many needles they stuck in me, because they just kept trying to draw blood and nothing was coming out.
No.
I'm standing up and moving so much because I can't sit on my butt, and me leaning in this chair is hurting so bad, so I gotta stand up. And
what day is it now?
Wednesday was 2 weeks. So what's today?
That's right.
So this Wednesday coming
up.
So
today is 16 days.
So when can you sit down?
Using my BBL pillow on Wednesday coming up.
Where's the pillow?
I don't have it.
You have to order it?
They're supposed to be sending me one. I should have it by Monday.
Oh, got you. So yeah, even in car rides now, she sits on her knees in the front seat.
Or lay in the back.
Like this in the car. This is how I sit in the car.
So now we're to the point where 2 weeks post-op, and she's obviously fine, y'all. She's obviously fine.
Took the drain out.
Yeah,
everything is
she's
good.
happy about her body. She's getting her massages. She looks beautiful.
Every day her waist gets slimmer and slimmer.
Yeah.
She looks so good.
But tell them what you said. If you could go back and do it again.
If I could go back and honestly do this over, I would never have gotten my body done. But this is something I wanted to do for so many years. I used to be a dancer working in the strip clubs, and I did that for about 6-7 years. And I wanted to do my body for so long. And so for me to finally have done it and went through that, if I could do it again, I honestly would have not done it.
But you're glad you did.
But I'm glad I did, yes, but
now.
But if I could go back and if I would have known,
if you had to relive that,
I would never have done it again. I looked the first, not even 48 day and a half, I literally felt like I was gonna die. So I've never in my life felt like I was gonna die until then. So that was just an experience I would never want to go through again. I don't think I could put myself through that again. Yeah, but I'm here, I'm happy, and they took care of me.
Of course, because I love you.
I love you too.
We made it through.
And
I'm just gonna have a moment with all my girls. This is my personal opinion on surgery. My opinion, I'm more of like the natural sister. She's more of like, you know, she has veneers, she has lip fillers. She's very open with everything. We're very transparent over here. I have baby teeth. I ain't got no lip fillers. I don't have no fake boobs, my boobs sag, whatever, right? So I'm more natural. She's more like Barbie. Like, she's into surgery and stuff. I think that you should do whatever makes you happy. Even the young girls watching this, the older girls, whoever's watching this, maybe you clicked this video because you were thinking about getting a BBL, right? Do it because you want it. Because you truly want it for you. You feel like it'll help your confidence as a woman, or whatever your reasoning is. Don't do it for a guy because you think a guy is gonna like you more. Don't do it for more attention. Don't do it because every girl you feel like in the media is doing it. Because every celebrity is doing it. Because you feel like you're not beautiful without it, because you are. You truly are. That is literally how God made you. But if you want to enhance your beauty, go for it. 100%. But do it for you. Do it for you, because you will go through all of this and still be unhappy.
For sure.
Still be unhappy that guy don't want you. Still be unhappy that you don't feel like you look like
It's the baddie.
right. Or, oh my God, you know, whatever. Do it because you want to do it. Do not do it because you feel like somebody's forcing you, or you're trying to portray this perfect image of what is now and what society wants you to be.
Right.
I am totally not against it. That's why I went with her. I supported her. I even told her, I was like, you about to get your whole body and not get your chin? So you just gonna have a big old balloon head and a skinny waist? I was like, I'll pay for your chin. So I told her she needed to do that. You know, like, if you're gonna do it, you might as well get that while you're under. Whatever. I supported her. I love her. But I know she really wanted that deep down. She didn't do it like for anybody else but her. She didn't give a damn. She's like, I want this, I want it like this. She knew how she wanted her body. And I kept telling her, that's too big, that's too big. She's like, I don't care what you're saying. She didn't try to please me. She didn't try to please anybody else. She did it for her. So I'm not promoting plastic surgery, and I'm not against plastic surgery. I'm all for, and I'm promoting what you want to do for you in your life. So ladies, just know either way, you are beautiful, you are loved, you are blessed. God loves you. We love you. And this is our story time about
BBLs.
My sister's BBL.
Nightmare.
Scary. But
the
worth
BBL
it.
from hell.
But
BBL
worth
from
it,
hell.
because she looks really good.
BBL from hell, but it looks
What is
so
good?
good.
BBL from hell.
BBL
That's the
from
title.
hell.
That's the title.
BBL from hell.
But it
Story
looks-
time BBL from hell.
Yeah.
But the results came out very good.
She looks so
my
good.
stomach and my back, they lipoed it way better than they did the first time. I mean, I love my results, but I would never have done it.
Yeah, if she knew it was gonna be like this, she would have never have done it.
Yeah.
So
The cons to me, weigh out the pros. But
Yeah,
she
for
looks
sure.
amazing.
If all of us knew we had to go through that to get this body,
Yeah.
you would have just kept your old body.
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
If they would
I
have
would
warned
have
us,
never signed up for that if I knew it was going to be like that.
and they were like, hey, this is what you're gonna go through real quick. No.
No. You're going to feel like you're going to die.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna come out
Yeah.
screaming, throwing up.
But I'm
No.
so blessed and thankful that my sister and Taji and Chris were there. I was gonna go with somebody else originally, and everything, like my sister said, it worked out just how God wanted to work out. So they took good care of me, and yeah, we're here. I'm up and running, and I
She could
wanted
do
to
high
go
knees.
to the club tonight, but yeah.
She could do high knees, show 'em.
Do it. Jordan!
Not
She really
yet.
can.
Yeah.
For
But yeah,
sure.
we made it through. I love you guys. Ladies, love yourself. Do it for yourself. And do what makes you happy.
Promote self-love.
Self-love. Do
That's all.
what makes you happy. And just know you are perfect the way you are.
Yes, you
You're
are.
beautiful.
You're beautiful.
It's true.